The Nintendo Switch has been out for over 4 years. Incredible how time passes, man. I've made this video about 2 times, once right when the console was fully announced, and then the other once the Switch Lite was coming out. But here I am now, right before E3 2021, making another 10 reasons I love and hate the Nintendo Switch. Before this video starts, check out my weekly Smash streams named Smash Sundays, where I face every viewer one-on-one. So if you got Smash Bros. Ultimate, make sure to face me live right here on YouTube. It's always a blast seeing what people come up with, and it's always fun seeing what kind of interesting Mii characters you guys come up with as well. So, I'll see you guys there on Sunday. As per always, my name is JuniorAlexanderLeiva, aka Mr. Awesome, and here's 10 reasons I love the Nintendo Switch in 2021. Make sure to subscribe for more Nintendo Switch content. The subscriber goal for May is 12,000 subscribers, and I definitely believe we can make it. So please, subscribe and turn on those notifications for lots of Nintendo content in the future, especially with E3 coming up pretty soon. Number 1. It's home to the greatest exclusives. Every Nintendo console is always graced with exclusives. The Switch also benefits from this beautiful thing. I mean, the exclusives is what makes anyone buy a Nintendo console in the first place. But I have to say, what the Switch has to offer in terms of exclusivity feels so definitive. I mean, in my opinion, we have the most definitive 3D Mario game, a few stellar Zelda games, the amazing Animal Crossing New Horizons, and the greatest Mario Kart and Smash Bros. To date. These games alone is owning a Switch worth it in my opinion, especially in 2021. In the long run, comparing the Switch's exclusives to previous Nintendo consoles, we can clearly see that these games hold their own. Plus, Nintendo's known for their exclusives, let's be honest with you. And as I mentioned before, the exclusives are the sole reason to buy a Nintendo Switch. And it's one of the reasons why I personally love it. If Mario was on any other console, I'd play him on any other console, but it's on Nintendo, and bruh, if Mario's on Nintendo, I'm gonna go buy him on Nintendo. If Mario moved over to PlayStation, you bet your money I'm gonna go over to PlayStation, and so on and so forth. Number 2. Wii U ports get a second chance. So I mentioned this whole exclusive stuff for the Nintendo Switch, and yeah, Mario Kart isn't really an exclusive to the Nintendo Switch because it was exclusive to the Wii U. And honestly, if you lived under a rock, you should know that the Wii U was a big failure. I can't sit here and lie to you, it's possibly the worst console I've seen in my lifetime in terms of sales, because in terms of games, it's amazing. The Wii U had some notable gems. There's Super Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and Mario Kart 8. Even Breath of the Wild was part of the Wii U. Granted, it came out the same time as the Switch version, but it's still part of the Wii U. And those games are selling way better on the Nintendo Switch than they ever would have on the Wii U. And it says a lot because, dude, the Wii U had some amazing games. I mean, the best-selling Nintendo Switch game is a Wii U game, and that's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's crazy that the console itself was the problem, because look at it, the Wii U looks just like a Wii, the naming scheme was pretty garbage, and it just goes to show that the games weren't the problem, it was just the console. So sometimes I don't mind Wii U ports coming onto Switch, but sometimes I do, because I played most of these ports already on the original console. But I love it nonetheless, because look, we got Super Mario 3D World, and it came with Bowser's Fury. If the Wii U did as good as it should have, we wouldn't have gotten Bowser's Fury. Number 3. Spontaneous multiplayer. Something that I personally love about the Switch is that it comes with the ability to play single player and multiplayer games right off the gate. Over the course of 4 years of me owning the Switch, I've had to share Joy-Cons with a friend or a family in order to play games multiple times, and it's come in handy a lot. I've always bought 2 controllers when I get consoles, but with the Switch, it saved me that initial purchase. The Switch is truly unique because, dude, just one Joy-Con has enough buttons for any regular schmegular game, you know? You don't really need 2 analog sticks for certain games. Dude, the Joy-Cons within themselves is a reason to love the Nintendo Switch. Number 4. There's a variety of controller options. Speaking of the Nintendo Switch's uniqueness, there are so many controller options for the Nintendo Switch. I honestly think that the Nintendo Switch has more controller variety than any other console I've ever seen. There's the Joy-Cons, there's the Pro Controller, there's the GameCube controller, the NES controller, the Super NES controller, and not to mention all the third-party stuff that support the Nintendo Switch. For me, the fact that I could be playing with a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, but my friend to my right could be playing with a GameCube controller, while my other friend to my other right can be playing with Joy-Cons, and then my friend at the end of the couch could be playing with a PowerA controller, is just, I don't know, it sits well with me. It feels good knowing that these controllers all work seamlessly together, and we can all play with whatever preference we want. I can't really be out here buying a $70 Pro controllers, but I could be out here buying $25 wired controllers because they're much more affordable. Number 5, the Nintendo Switch Lite. While I did make a whole video for 10 reasons to love the Nintendo Switch Lite, I'm gonna sum this up into this one reason. The Switch Lite is a very portable console, especially for what it can do. Portability is something people love about the Nintendo Switch, and the Switch Lite is just honestly very perfect for that. I personally want a red Switch Lite just because it'll look very good. Please Nintendo, if any of you are watching this video, by whatever reason, please make a red Switch Lite. I will buy it, please. I beg of you. Hey, thanks for making it to the halfway part of this video. Let's hit 150 likes for this very video. Why? Because it helps out the algorithm, and I want more people to see why I personally love the Nintendo Switch in 2021. Because who knows, in 2022 it could be a completely different reason. There could be a whole Nintendo Switch Pro. So if you guys are enjoying the video so far, like it, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and thank you. Number 6, it's still very portable. Crazy how much power the Nintendo Switch had when it first launched. I mean, it was comparable to, let's say, almost a PS4 and Xbox One. And yes, while the next-gen consoles blow the Nintendo Switch out of the water, I have to commend Nintendo for considering a console that can be played both on and off the TV. Especially with how the world is and everything, the Nintendo Switch is just amazing. Dude, I can go out and just play wherever I am. I don't have to be at home cooped up, because we've all been cooped up a lot in our homes. But we can play Nintendo Switch at the park, at the train. Dude, you can play anywhere, and that's within itself amazing. Trust me, I've played this Switch in an airport, on an airplane, in a car, on the subway as well. I don't lose any notable quality, and it's amazing because I can play my Mario Odyssey or my Mario Kart wherever I am, and it'll be almost the same experience as me playing on the TV, and I very much appreciate that. Number 7, good third-party support. Something the Wii U suffered was third-party support. Nintendo Switch thankfully doesn't have to worry about none of that. For the most part, you can play notable platform titles on your Nintendo Switch. The Switch has games like Doom, The Witcher 3, Fighters, and so much more. Sometimes there's petitions and Twitter pages and just many ways where people demand that certain games have a Switch port just because they'd rather play it on a handheld versus your televisions. And hey, I can't really blame them. If GTA 5 came onto Switch, you bet your ass I'll buy it a 5th time, because GTA 5 was just that good, and I'd honestly really love it if it came to Nintendo Switch. Number 8, no more virtual console. Whew. I never thought I'd celebrate the fact that there's no virtual console, but hear me out. I love that Nintendo took the concept of just giving us the NES and Super NES games for just $20 a year, which is included with our online service, which I don't really mind paying. $20 a year really isn't that much if you break it down to 12 months. In all honesty, it beats having to buy a game like Super Mario World over and over and over and over again. And it's dope too because these NES and SNES versions are all enhanced versions of it. For example, we can play online with our friends. I'll never ever forget that one time I played Super Mario Kart online with my homie Mike's Monster Gaming during a live stream I had here on YouTube. And that within itself, it's like, damn, that's been available for emulation on PC, but the fact that Nintendo finally embraced something as simple as online playing for retro games is just amazing. And it only benefits the idea of, damn, what if Nintendo 64 had online? I can play 4-player with my friends. And it's exciting to see that that could be a possibility someday. Now, if we can only get Nintendo 64 and GameCube online, then that dream could be definitely a possibility. Number 9, the capture functions. I love recording everything. Dude, if I can plug in my Switch onto a capture card 24/7 to record every little thing I'm playing, I would, and I have. I have a lot of footage of Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild on my computer. But I'm so grateful that the times I'm not recording my gameplay, that the Switch has this button right here. I've taken screenshots of little things like Smash character splash screens to other things that tickle my fancy. But my favorite feature is honestly the record button. Man, oh man, I've clowned that one clown in Mario Kart so much, I can just have a montage of clips here on YouTube. Shout out to Nintendo for including this record button on the Switch. It's it's really made proving your point in games a lot more easier. And finally, number 10, quality AAA games. This reason right here echoes the first reason I've made, but this might as well be a repeat because I'm glad that the Switch has quality AAA titles, especially from Nintendo's part. As I said before, the Nintendo games that Nintendo has released feel like the definitive versions of existing games, and I was worried that the Switch was going to flop, and Nintendo really came through and put out some notable games this generation. And with E3 coming along next month, who knows what's in the pipeline for us. Hopefully Breath of the Wild 2 gets a release date for this year, and hopefully they hint at Odyssey 2. A man could hope and dream, and I hope that's the case. Who am I kidding? You know what we really want as fans is the 5th new Super Mario Brothers. Chill. Let me get on Odyssey 2 before that, please. Thanks for watching this video. As always, shout outs to the members for putting that pizza on my pepperoni. You guys are amazing, supporting the channel every month. I'm super glad you guys have really supported the channel because sometimes the financial support is very beneficial because I get to do a lot of stuff, make more content for you guys at a timely manner. So thank you, and I get to pay the bills at the studio as well, so that's a big plus. As always, if you want to become a member yourself, it's as low as $2 a month. You get a couple benefits that I personally would sign up for myself, like an extra Smash Sunday fight. And so if you want to become a member, there's a join button down below. So make sure to hit it and, just join. You can cancel anytime you want, but I would try out the benefits before you do. Shout outs to the amazing people wearing the Mr. Awesome merch. Come on, you guys know you guys look spectacular anyway. And as always, thanks for watching this video. There's going to be a 10 reasons to hate the Nintendo Switch video, so make sure to check that out and subscribe. It's going to come out within a week or so. So till then, stay golden. Bye guys.